this video, we will demonstrate how to change the existing injector set to the problem water injector set. This kit is provided with every upflow brining water softener. The kit includes an instruction page along with 3 different colored injector sets, 2 O-rings, and a packet of silicone grease. It's strongly recommended to change the injector assembly prior to performing startup of the softener. First, familiarize yourself with the problem water injector instruction page and the components provided. Then, using a flathead screwdriver, unthread the nozzle from the housing, and then unthread the throat, which is found deeper inside of the same housing. Then select the corresponding injector color set based on the softener model. For this example, we're placing the yellow colored injector set inside the housing. So using the flathead screwdriver, first thread the throat into the housing until it's nice and snug. You don't want to over-tighten it as you may risk breaking the injector throat. Then screw the nozzle into place. Again, just nice and snug as well. Next, if you notice that the 2 O-rings appear pinched or have a tear in them, you'll want to delicately pluck the O-rings off the injector housing, and then before placing the provided replacement O-rings onto the injector housing, apply a very light amount of silicone grease onto the O-rings and then place them into position. Prior to placing the injector screen back into position, ensure there's no debris or buildup inside of the valve body port. Once cleared, simply slide the screen into place. Prior to installing the injector set housing back into position, it's also recommended to ensure there's no debris or buildup inside the port as well. Then push the injector assembly housing back into the right side port. Ensure the extended tab on the housing aligns with the corresponding groove located at the 9 o'clock position. Next, ensure the O-ring is properly positioned on the injector cover and apply a light amount of silicone grease to it before placing it into position. Once the cover is in place, tighten the 3 bolts using a crosshead screwdriver or nut driver. The next steps are to now perform the necessary programming changes to the control valve. In this video, we will show the 3 programming changes that need to be made related to the installed problem water injector kit. Press any button to start, and if the screen reads as shown, simply press and hold the settings button down for approximately 3 seconds until you hear a beep. This means that you've successfully unlocked the control valve. First, press and hold the arrow down button for several seconds until you hear a beep and this code appears. Then press the arrow up button to change the first 0 to read as 1. Then press the manual regen button 3 times until you arrive at the language screen. Press the manual regen button several more times until you arrive at iron and manganese, 2500 grains. Now press the arrow down button several times until the screen shows 2100 grains. Then press the manual regen button several times until you see programming complete and the date and time appear. Then press and hold the settings button for approximately 3 seconds until you hear a beep and the time of day is shown. Continue to press the settings button until you reach the water source. You want to make sure that well other is highlighted. Then press the settings button until you see programming complete and the current date and time are shown. You have now successfully programmed the control valve to align with the installed problem water injector kit.
Visit us at www.CanatureWG.com.